Hi, everyone. Welcome to Heart Centered Tarot. And as always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And joining me today is Spirit Messenger. Welcome,
Yes, hello.
Sheilah. Go ahead, put in the
Thank you, Marina.
one
Thank
of
you for inviting
the
me.
write-ups. I think I thought I was welcoming you back, but no, this is your first time here.
It is. It is my first time.
Oh,
You were a guest
wonderful.
on my channel. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I thought, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. It all makes sense.
Right.
So
and I realized what
for those of
happened
you
that
that are
day.
here,
I sent you the wrong link.
right?
Yeah. I just remembered what happened that day when, I accidentally sent you the wrong link. So
These
anyway,
things happen. And you know what? They make life interesting and fun and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So
Right.
thank you to those of you that are here. I hope that what you'll not only be able to to support Heart Centered Tarot, but also Spirit Messenger. So I have Sheilah's link to YouTube. Everything is down in the description of the video. So by all means, do that. Please go over and subscribe to Sheilah's channel and give her a little bit of love and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
And hi to all the new people that have come in. So I'm sure everybody knows, but for the few that don't, you've kind of your channel has morphed a little bit over the years. So
I know.
explain a little bit about
Almost, it's like 2 years now.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Are you here?
2 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sorry. You
And
were cutting out.
Did you? Oh, really? Still okay, folks.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell me, because if I'm cutting and it's not working, then you might have to do something else. I don't know what else I can do. I'm already tied in directly into the internet line.
Well, let's just keep going and maybe it'll clear itself up. So, yeah.
Hoping. Okay. Hoping.
Well, I mean, my channel.
So
I think you were asking like what is going on with that. Well, I came in pretty much just reading tarot. That's okay, Teresa. I think she said my link is below in the description, so you can go down. Please go down there and
yes.
But so I've been reading tarot. I have other abilities, but I was not comfortable with like getting all that out there right away, and I wasn't really sure. And I was a guest on Lavender Moon's channel, and we were talking about my experiences with ghosts or living in a haunted apartment and other experiences like that I've had throughout my life. And she was sitting there and she kept telling me, you're a medium, and I'm like, I don't want to do this, but I think it is true, and that's why it's been happening all my life and everything like that. So I'm kind of working with that a little bit. I'm still not totally, all in and comfortable with it. So you don't see that by my name, because I'm just not there yet, and I'm still working. So I'm not quite ready to go all in, but I am working on that and still doing cards. I also read on politics. I do personal mini readings. Sometimes I do true crime readings and some other silly things. Yeah. And I'd like to have a lot of guests.
Okay, so you're excellent.
Yes.
So it seems like you've got a nice wide range of talents that you can sort of call upon when you're reading or doing whatever. There's a lot there that's available to you can bring in, which is very nice. Which is very nice.
Yes, thank you.
So okay, and I'm watching the little counter to see how many dots I have on the internet connection. Oh
no.
Yeah. Okay.
But you said you're directly in it, so you shouldn't see the bars. That's only when you're that's Wi-Fi. You're seeing bars. Or you're
Well,
watching
yeah, I'm seeing next.
that's right.
Yeah.
On the other side. On the
That's what
hosting
it
side. Yes.
is. I'm hoping. Make it grow.
Yes.
Make it.
You're good.
So
Okay.
good.
Hi, Celine.
Okay. What I wanted to do, and what I generally like to do before I do have a short little reading prayer. If anyone wants to join in, that's fine. If it's not your cup of tea, absolutely understandable. Think about something pleasant. Think about something that brings you joy. But it's, you know, we're looking at 10, 15 cents, if that. Okay. So deep breath in and out. I call on my guides, ancestors, angels, and ascendant masters to protect me as I receive these messages from Universal Spirit. May this reading and the messages provided be guided by and delivered with love, clarity, and truth. Reveal to me what should know now, and keep from me what should remain secret. Guide me to always manifest the highest possible good for myself, my spiritual family, and human heart. Okay.
Thank you. It was very nice.
Thank you. It's always kind of set the intention. Set the intention. So, I thought that we might take a quick look at is like now that Democrats have Trump's taxes, they have a very, very short window in which to do anything with it.
Very short.
And I'm wondering, extremely. And I'm wondering, are they going to be able to do anything with it? Or is this, you've got the information. Some people are going to see the information, and that's pretty much it. Come January, when the Republicans take over, you know, they're more than likely going to squash it, of course. So, I'm just curious. Are they going to be able to do anything with it?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I know they handle revenue. It's the House and Ways and Means Committee who has them.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but they're going to be able to find out now where all the money came from. Or if he has any money.
Yes, and I think I heard. Hi, Gertrude. I think also I heard that the court case for his in New York was finishing today. I think was it?
I don't know.
I think about it finishing today. So, I
did not know that. I don't see anything on that. I don't know.
Okay. I see some of you got posted some personal questions. We might get to those later on, but we're just there's a few other little things to look at if we have time, and we look at some of the personal. Okay. Are the Democrats going to be able to do anything?
Well, I don't know. This is a very interesting reading here. Is it okay if I go first? Is it okay if I go first? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. Well, I got the death card, so their control in the house is kind of over for now. Unfortunately, not good. But yes, I got the 10 of Pentacles here, and this says wealth. This, of course, is the goods. This is the data on the taxes. First, I think it's 6 years that they have of that. Yeah. It's the Empress, and now it's like, okay, which is interesting to me because I feel like this is feeling of the house. This one feels like the house has it. Ways and Means, the journalist. They will have it enough at least to be able to pass on information to us that we need to know. Not everything. We're not going to get everything. But I do have Justice here. So it does feel like it is justice now. He finally had to turn it over. The IRS turned it over. You know, he can no longer withhold it. He's lost in the courts over and over again, and they can definitely use it to pass along to like New York and to other cases as well. So,
okay.
But I don't know if they're going to be able to do how much time they have to do anything with it. So that was,
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
5.
I don't think that there's going to be any deep dive.
Slow moving.
Yeah.
And
did you get the 5 of Wands?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be the fight between the Republicans and the Democrats. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So here's what makes me a little hopeful is I start out with the Page of Wands, the Messenger. That we've got it. We've got the taxes. Is there anything that we can do with it? And then I got the Strength card. So even though they may not be able to pursue it fully, the appearance is they got the goods. And you know, people are seeing that. So I think it gives them a little bit of strength. And then I've got the Temperance card. So, you know, kind of all their options to see what they can do with it. And then, yeah, the 5 of Wands. So there's definitely, you know, fighting and communication going back. And then I end with the Hierophant. And I'm wondering if it isn't a case of, and this could be too much to hope for, but just kind of have the feeling that, yes, even once the Republicans are in, some that definitely want to put an end to Trump and his hold on the party. So I think ultimately some of them might Democrats and say, yeah, no, we want to take a closer look at it. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, but I'm just optimistic.
I don't know. I don't think it's they're out for revenge, so it feels like, I don't know. Hopefully McCarthy doesn't get in because he's going to block anything. So if they have somebody else who's a little bit better, maybe that won't happen. We might get lucky, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Good to me.
Hi, Sherry H.
Sherry.
Yeah, I know that. You know, I'm probably being overly optimistic, but there's just something that really gets me about that. This is a roundabout way for some of the Republicans to kind of say, hey, listen, I wash my hands of Trump. Along else that's going on with him.
The concern with that, though, is for me, is that if he gets up there, if he's the nominee, they're all going to fall back in line. So he's got to be put out of business with that. So he's disqualified or something. And for me, I do feel indictments are coming, and for obstruction of justice, and the documents is a slam dunk. That is a slam dunk. The documents, you can't take documents from the government. So slam dunk. Even the non-classified
Yeah.
ones, you can't. So
You know what? I think everyone kind of knows that. So it's not like,
well,
there are people who are serving jail sentences as we speak for taking government documents home. They didn't share them with
government
anyone. They
employees
didn't
too.
sell them to anyone. It just, yeah.
Mhm.
So no, you don't
Yeah.
do that. So I think that is more than likely what they're really going to get him on, so that he's not going to be able to run.
I hope,
That he would be disqualified.
yeah.
So
I hope not. I do not want him up again. I can't do it. No.
no, no, I don't have a big house, but if you can just put up sleeping on the floor, you come up to Canada.
No. That's
Yeah,
okay.
we'll look after you up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did do a reading recently on Jack Smith
Mhm.
and his his involvement.
Well,
When
we,
he was first announced, I did a reading on him, and I got some really good cards. I got kind of a feeling that
yeah.
he's very much down to business, known them. Um, don't try. Uh, um,
Sorry, you're cutting out
all
a
of
lot. Yeah, I can. We're not
sugar.
able to pick up anything that you're saying.
Anyway,
I'm so sorry. Having
oh,
you're,
that's
yeah, I know.
frustrating.
I know it is. Yeah, he's very
Yeah,
good because he's
and
no nonsense.
okay,
Jack Smith is no nonsense. So other
good,
people he's
good.
investigated have come out
Okay,
to say, "Oh no, Trump's in trouble."
yeah,
Thumbs up.
yeah. Okay, hold on, Sharon. Uh, just let
Are
me.
you able to? Do you know how
Okay,
to pull those up? There you go. Good. There you go.
yeah. Come on. Okay, another Proud Boy was sentenced today to 20 years for seditious conspiracy.
They're
Hallelujah.
being deported.
Hallelujah. Is this a
Right.
turning point? Hmm?
Oh, I was thinking of the Oath Keepers. Yeah, that's a different group. Okay, good.
Oh,
20 years. Yeah,
still, Oath Keepers, Proud
yeah,
Boys,
they're all bad.
you know?
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
20 years. Bye.
20
So
years. Okay. Sharon Sipe says you can pop out and come back in. That will help.
we did that
You know
before
what?
the
Let
show.
me give that a try. I tried doing that before we went,
Yeah.
but let's give it a try and see if it works. Okay. See
Okay.
you in a minute.
All
Talk
right.
amongst yourselves.
Yes. Yes, Sherry H. The bad guys are terrified of him. So he is no nonsense, and he's very, very, very professional, and he's going to get them. So he's good. And 45 can't do anything about the special counsel. And this time he's not the one in the White House. So it's a good thing that everything's shifted. So hello, Pauline. Hi, Sharon Sipe.
All
Mm,
righty.
all right.
I hope that works. I
I
really
hope
hope that works.
yeah. So far, so
Okay.
good.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this kind of a turning point that people are going to start to be held accountable for
Yes.
things that they do.
Well, they're finding out that it's not a game and it's very serious, and you need to not do these things. And
well, yeah, exactly.
there's the geofence dragnet too, which is around the Capitol building. And I've been saying this since January 6th happened, is if you were even on the grounds or on the steps of the Capitol with a phone, they have you. So they know who you are. They will find you. So don't do it.
Yeah.
There's Wi-Fi everywhere. Yeah. In the government. The buildings have them.
Oops.
Even if you can't get on the network.
I'm just going yeah. I'm just going to mute my phone. I had turned it right down. I thought that I had taken care so that it wasn't going to be popping up every minute, but apparently I didn't. So yeah. Now I have totally muted it, and let's hope that works. Okay. All
right. So.
Is this?
Oh, it's going to be, there's hundreds of them, you guys. So it's going to take a long time. This is like the biggest investigation the DOJ has probably ever had. So we're talking a long time. But I guess they have to do it too before the statute. So there's a lot of people working on it. But it does take time.
Absolutely. Not only that, but you know, when someone goes to trial, one of the things that the prosecution has to do is to make sure that they want to go in there with as much information as they can to ensure that they get a conviction. And I've often likened, the process of, going in front of a judge in a criminal prosecution, almost along the lines of getting a divorce. When it comes to proper sets, certain things, you get one kick at the can. That's it. It's not like you can go back. So they want to ensure that they have everything organized so that they can feel confident about a conviction. And that takes time, right? Because you will be able to, you want to be able to look at the evidence and make sure that you can connect all the dots and say it started here, it ended there. You were, so for that part, we have to be patient. But as long as they're going through and they're being charged and they're being given jail sentences, that's good. Okay. So is this?
Oh, we're asking a question on this. What are we?
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of got a little lost. But is this a turning point? Are people going to start to be held accountable? And
but they already have been.
Will the insurrection?
But that's just it, though, because people have been getting convicted for this. It's already turned that corner. So as soon as they could catch these people, they needed to lawyer up, and they're going to court, and people are getting convicted. I think the guy that was all dressed up in the weird stuff, I think he's been sentenced and is already going to jail. Yeah, they've got these people.
Yeah.
So, there was the dude with the zip ties. It was on the floor. He's done. So it's like they're just going through it. There's hundreds of them, you guys. So it's gonna take a while. That's right, Teresa. You would have, and then some. Not just the security clearance. Everything.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Do we can we anticipate how many the GOP will be caught up in this web? Have any feelings on
Oh,
how
that,
many?
yeah. I know there were a few involved, but I don't know. I mean, I assume DOJ probably knows about it if they did commit crimes, which I think they did because they kind of were out there calling for people to rise up. That's sort of leading an insurrection.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they know about it. There will be some. I just don't know. And there's the ones we don't know about. So, but I can't.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the ones that that we do know about that they can do something about, the ones that have been very vocal, I think that are going to be I think they're going to be tossed out.
But is anyone charged yet? I mean, for me, I know everybody wants this, but like, not yet. Has anyone been charged yet? Or are they being investigated? And that's kind of, for me, my feeling, because it's like, the one thing that's kind of un-American that's been happening since 45 came around and got in, it was everybody wanting to lock everybody up. And we have to find out, what crime did they commit? Are they charged? And then are they going? And then I feel like now we can ask the question, how many is that person going to go to? Are they going to be charged? Because it's just this, and I know I'm kind of guilty of turning it around on 45 and going, lock him up. So it's sort of karma in that sense, but it's just something that I just feel like I need more to go on for some of these readings. It's like, has anyone been charged yet? Any of them been charged? Because I mean, I know people did things, and you and I look at it and we know this really looks illegal. What this person did was illegal. But does the DOJ have it? Are they looking at them? And so it's more speculation right now. And it's kind of frustrating me because I want to know, where are the facts? Who's in trouble? And focus on, let's get them over the finish line. So know what I mean? So it's kind of frustrating for me because I don't know. But I guess we can look at
there are times,
let's do like an overall look then and see like if like the temperature, like are some of these guys, are some of the people, we know some that were involved. We know Mo Brooks was involved. We know, what was his name? Cawthorn. Well, he's already out, but he still should pay for what he did, I think. See, in my opinion, I think he should be in some trouble for that. But then there's, there's a few, there's a lot of them. And so, so I'm in complete agreement with you there. So just need to know, like, who are they looking at for real?
Are they?
Yeah. Well, are they looking?
Well,
let me see.
Okay. Here's what I got. Put down 5 cards, and I started off with the Lovers. Okay, their agreements and whatnot. The 8 of Cups. Okay, the Hierophant is in the middle, and then I got the Hermit and the 6 of Swords. So somebody down for something. And I think that this is, the DOJ knows who the players are. They're working on the case. They're not about to tell us what it is. It's a need to know, and right now we don't need to know. And plus, they don't want a signal to who we're doing a deep dive into that we're doing a deep dive into you, right? So I think that they are behind the scenes. They are looking into it. They are looking to see who did what, when.
Mm-hmm.
How they were involved. And indictments are coming. And
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be, I think, a surprise to some people
Yeah.
who was involved, because there's some characters we know, right? We just
Right.
know because they've told us, they've said, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be
You're
even
on
a little
stage.
surprise for the ones that we don't.
Right.
Hmm?
I got
Yeah,
something very similar,
exactly.
actually. I got the Hermit also. So
Okay.
there's some that are hiding in the shadows that but see that light there? So DOJ is on it. They do know.
Yeah.
They have information. There's the text messages. Don't forget that the January 6th committee has like Mark Meadows text messages and things like that. So there were people
Yes.
that were involved. And who do you think this is here? We got the devil. Got 45 all in it. He's leading the charge. Yep. And then there's
Yeah.
people trying to balance it between their actual legislative duties and what they were trying to do to please this one. So, but I do get that the truth, there's a lot of mental
Yeah.
manipulations that the GOP, how they have to like align themselves with 45 and not tell us the truth. And again, with untruths and alternative facts over here. But I clarified and I got, it's going to be a little bit slow moving for a little while. But I also got the Queen of Swords. So the truth is going to be coming forward. And we're going to see who's involved and who is trying to keep cover with him. So I do think we're going to see more, but I just need to see something. I need to know who's under investigation.
I know.
And you know what I mean? So I need some proof. I need some facts.
I do.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
something I can sink my teeth into,
Yeah.
and go for it. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
besides like
Because I know we're all reading on that, and it's just kind of like, I mean, you can't really get it. I don't know. It's hard to get an answer. So, anyway, we'll move on.
yeah, and some people know, and some things we're not supposed to know, not yet. So that's okay.
No.
That's okay. That's fine. Yeah. So do you see any opposition to Kevin McCarthy,
Yes.
speaker? And who do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah. And who do you think might be his opposition?
Well, I don't know.
Aside from Jim Jordan. Yeah.
Can you take this thing? I don't know who exactly. But I know that he does have opposition. I was reading earlier that Andy Biggs, they're saying they're reading for him. I mean, voting for him as opposed to, so he didn't get all the votes, and there's a lot of hard no's in the Republicans for Kevin McCarthy. So I don't think he's going to, doesn't look like he's going to get 218 of the Republicans' votes. So there's some holdouts. It's possible that, okay, this is the only way I think that the Ways and Means can also be successful. Now, it depends on who gets the speaker. So if they are reasonable, a little bit more middle of the road, there's a possibility that some of those investigations could go forward. But at this point, I don't think it matters as much, because now that they have the taxes, it can just, but I don't know. I don't think McCarthy's going to get it. Let's get back to the question. I started to veer off. It's been a long day.
That's all right.
So, yeah.
No, I get it.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, I don't think. Well, let's look at that. Why don't we look and see if McCarthy will win the speakership, or will somebody else? Because I know there's a couple other people going against him.
I have always felt that McCarthy is so desperate for the power.
Yes.
I think it just kind of, the desperation exudes from him, and he doesn't have the temperament. He's certainly no Nancy Pelosi. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I just don't see him in a position of power. Like he's too into himself, too into the I am the king, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Plus, I think he may have made it worse for himself by proclaiming, we're going to do all these other investigations and stuff. So they're not going to get any work done, you know, should he become the speaker, and they're going to do all the far right stuff. And we need somebody who's going to work over the, you know, across the aisle to get things done.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff that has to be
exactly
fixed in this country. So
yeah, I think, you know what, his desperation is very oh my God, it's like, you know, you can slice it up and eat it. And and I find that very, very unappealing, and energetically it just like sucks the air out of the room. But is he going to get it? You know, okay.
Different. No, they don't want him. No, they do not.
No, there's two.
That's why. Okay.
He has brought too much light on himself, and this was he did it to himself. He just continued to blab and just answer the question, okay, you know, why are you not suitable for this job? Well, let me tell you. And then I start with the and then go to the Four of Cups. Like there's you know, they might have offered him something, but with conditions, and no, he won't take that. It's like my way or the highway. And then no, I see everyone being very happy, saying, hey, okay, no problem, we'll go with someone else. I think that they're going to nominate someone that is a little more middle of the road.
Right.
And I'm not sure who that could be, because I don't really pay a lot of attention to that, you know, Republicans. But yeah, I think it's going to be someone middle of the road. Yeah, because they're going to be happy with whoever it is that they present, but it's not him.
Right.
Well, sorry, definitely. What'd you get?
No, that's fine. I was waiting for you. So yeah, they're definitely not interested in dealing with him. This is, you know, they know what he wants to do. They know that he wants to have all these investigations and everything. And there's a better offer out there waiting, you know, to be speaker. And, you know, they need somebody who's a little bit more responsible and can work with other people. And, you know, they just kind of don't. I got 2 fours here. I got this 4 swords, and I got the 4 cups. They're really not interested in what he's selling. They really don't want to do what he wants to do. So I clarified, and I got the Emperor. He's tied to 45. He's too busy trying to be like him and, you know, act like that. But there is somebody else out there. We're waiting to find out who that is. This is the message. So that person has not come forward yet. I get pretty much the same message, but they don't want him. So please
no. Yeah, too bad, so sad. I don't know if I think it might have been him, but I don't know for sure, who said today that yes, when they take over, they are going to be investigating all the members of the January 6th committee.
That's
And
what I'm talking about right there.
excuse me, yeah. And they want all the records, and January 6th better keep all the records.
Yeah, that's
And
McCarthy.
January 6th committee was like, dude, that's the reason we're doing this, and there will be a report.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to be able to show where and how you communicated with who you did. And
well, it's the legislative branch fighting with the legislative branch, just like they're trying to withhold the documents from the executive branch when they belong to the executive branch. It's like none of this stuff makes any sense.
yeah,
It's all just crazy town. So
yeah, but it certainly highlights how close the U.S. came to
yes.
to losing everything.
Nope,
Just
that wasn't going to happen though.
yeah.
Nope, it's not going to happen. So there's other things in place.
Yeah.
Other ways. And people forget about the civil servants a lot, the career people. So you want them there. So
That's true.
mm-hmm.
That's true. And
the reason that they're not political.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's I think a lot of people are waking up, and they're kind of seeing what's going on, and they're starting to ask the questions that they should be asking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, yeah, you don't want government involvement in what happens in your town or city. Okay, all right, they won't be involved. Then don't call them when you get hit by a hurricane or a flood or something else. Look after it yourself, right?
So there has to be some involvement. There has to be some federal involvement, but there's also states, counties, cities, townships. So county, I mean, there's town like mayors. So there's always going to be some form of government around. So it's kind of hard to get away from it. But it shouldn't direct everything that you do. So we don't want to be like China and Russia.
Oh gosh, no.
That's what 45 wanted us to be.
Right.
And I was like, that's not.
Yes.
Anyway, what's next?
Yeah. Speaking of China, do you see Xi Jinping?
Oh, yeah.
Do you see him holding on to power? Or do you think he's going to get tossed?
See, it's a little bit harder with these countries to get these dictators out. It's a little bit more difficult, and I know, and yeah, I don't know. It's like they were kind of talking this morning on MSNBC, and I have to divulge where I'm thinking about this, but the guy who was involved in, I guess, national defense or whatever, I forget what he did, but he was talking about how we have this myth that we think that somebody's going to go in and remove Putin, and he's going to get his people will come in and just, tell him he has to go, but it won't happen. And you'll notice how many people have been dying, and probably the same thing for Xi. So that made a lot of sense to me. Relevant because, like we read on all this stuff all the time, but I just wanted to pass that along. But magical thinking, I think, is what he kind of called it. So I don't know, but let's look. Let's see, because they are protesting, and good for them. In Iran too. That's
and the protest is something that they usually quiet fairly quickly, right? They don't want the rest of the world to see, or their own citizens to see, that there are protests. But this has gone well beyond what they can control.
I know, but they're taking everybody prisoner in their houses. I mean, wouldn't you lose your mind? I don't blame them.
Let
me out.
No, I don't either. I don't either. And who was it?
It's
What did
terrible.
I was listening to something. Yeah. And they're saying, look, they've been locked in their houses basically for the last 4 years. And now they're watching the World Cup. And they're noticing everyone is walking around without their mask. And they're saying, wait a minute, you know, why are we the last to know? And
because they won't use the right vaccines, and that's part of the problem. They refuse to use the vaccines that were created in the West because it makes them look bad. But even though it came from, but I don't know, it's that regime. It was political why they wouldn't use the vaccines, and that's why their people can't get past them.
Yeah. And it's funny, I had a conversation with my son yesterday, and about China and this what's going on. You know what? There's on one level, they realize that their economy is sort of faltering. They have a lot of people. So, you know what? If the seniors and people who are not that healthy, if they die, oh well. You know, it just means one less person that they have to look after. It sounds horrible, and it is horrible. But I think that's kind of where they are.
Yeah.
And that's what they're using to make those decisions. Yeah. Sugar. Okay. What'd you get?
Well, I got the Knight of Potions here. So I had to pick this the Nightmare Before Christmas deck to read on China. So, because this is terrible they're doing. So the Knight of Potions is here. The people know that there's a better way to live. There's a better way to deal. They really can't take it anymore. With the Five of Needles, this is actually a defeat for Xi because they are standing up for themselves. With the Page of Presents, this is the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, so there's other news. They're receiving a lot more information, and yes, I think the World Cup is making a big difference because they're watching it. They're probably going to stop them from seeing it. But I also got the 9 of Needles and the 10 for Xi. So there's a lot of anxiety that, well, he's actually not feeling it as much as I think this is the people's anxiety. But for him, it is meaning a big change coming. Something's going to have to change. They're going to have to change the policy because I have the Hermit also. The people are tired of being trapped in their houses. And let me grab one off of here. Come on. All right. I don't like it and I can't grab one. Okay. 6 of Potions. They want to go back to how it was before. And the 9 of Potions. He just wants to keep doing what he's doing. I think for him, it also clears up any other problems at home because everybody's stuck in their houses. So there's no issues that he has to deal with.
Yes.
It's like vacation time for Xi. I don't know where or why, where that's coming from right now, but I feel like he doesn't have to do as much. I don't know. He's like being lazy. Right. Go ahead. It's weird.
Yeah, it's especially now that you know, I mean, he has proclaimed himself to be leader for life, or yeah, whatever he did. But you know, I see things coming in for him faster and faster every day. That there's more and more information that's coming out that just shows his relationship with his people and how skewed it really is. That what they have been told and have been expected to believe isn't necessarily the case.
That's right.
So there's 7 of Wands. There's a good bit of fighting going on, obviously. And then, yeah, I got the 10 of Swords as well.
Oh, good.
Like, yeah, somebody's going down. And I end with the Ace of Wands. So I think they're going to have to make some changes to the way that that the government operates. And it's going to have to be sort of changed from within and forced by the people. Like,
Yes.
there's just more and more that are coming out every day.
Yes, there are.
Oh.
So that would be terrible. I'd lose my mind. I mean, I've been home for 3 years, but I can leave the house and I'm got my vaccination.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And we can all make choices and whatnot. At least you have the ability to make the choice instead of doing that where they have to go for the regular COVID testing and whatnot. Well,
yeah.
If you know that this thing is there and there's medication out there to fix it, why are you not giving it to people?
Because it came from the West.
What, you're not making money on it? Yeah, because we can't follow anything from the West. But
yeah, they're not using
what can you do?
Vaccines as we are. So not using the mRNA, I think. So
yeah. Oh, wonderful. Well, here we are. We're at 51 minutes, and I didn't want to keep you here for too long because I figured, probably the end of the work day.
I'm all right.
You might want to have some time. So, is there anything that you would that you want to read on? Any questions you have?
Right. Oh, let's see. I still had some from yesterday, but I think a lot of them have been answered. But let's see. So okay. So Merrick Garland is our Attorney General, and he wants all of the transcripts from the January 6th committee, but they're not actually willing right now, which I don't know why, to give it all over to them. DOJ needs that to continue with their investigations, which would also help to answer the first question that we had, which was on one of the first questions on whether or not anybody in the GOP would be getting in trouble because they have those records and the depositions that they gave. So I mean, that kind of stuff, it all ties in. I'm wondering if they're going to hand it all over, or if I'm just worried that they're going to withhold things that could help with other investigations, as well as 45, they're going to get the big fish. But there's that. And then I was thinking there was the Ye and Fuentes dinner with 45 before Thanksgiving. Oh, you're frozen.
Oh, sugar.
What do you think?
Hold on. Yeah, let me try to back up and back in. See, even if it fixes it temporarily.
Okay.
Yeah, just hang tight.
No.
Hang tight.
Hi, you guys. Channel takeover. So, how's everybody doing out there? It's good to see you all. Hi, Sherry H, Sharon Sipe. Let me say hello. Gertrude, hello. Joji, Lisa Foster, Pauline, nice to meet you. Aries girl. Amy, I have not received an email, so you might want to send it again. Let's see. Teresa Levine. All right. Raven Rose, nice to meet you. Yes. So, yeah, she's unfortunately having technical issues. So, it's too bad. Oh, good. Here she's back. Okay.
Okay, hopefully that's better.
Yeah.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yes. I know. How are you having all this trouble with your technology today? I was having trouble too. I had problem with my video and my voice not matching for like the longest time. So I had to buy like new cameras and a new microphone. And so believe me, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Sometimes it works great, sometimes it doesn't. And yeah, getting really excited or worked up about it not working doesn't move the problem. So it is what it is. Okay. Yeah. So what was the question you wanted to?
Well, there were two. There was the Ye Fuentes 45 dinner before our Thanksgiving, which was kind of bizarre. What was that about? And then there is then there was the it's on the side. Will the January 6th committee hand all of the transcripts over to DOJ?
Oh, right.
Because Garland wants everything, because it would help with their investigations. Yeah. So, and whether or not they do a referral is neither here nor there, because DOJ knows it's like if a crime was committed, we'll do it. So, but what do you think? You want to try the?
Okay.
Yay. Although Fuentes, that's such nasty energy for me. The racism, I can't.
Oh,
it's horrible. No, I don't think I want to know what it's about. No, I think I'm gonna no. Let's look. Why don't we look at January 6th committee? Yeah, the energy I'm feeling from that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need to get in the muck. It's okay. It's okay.
I got the.
You know, can you imagine? Yeah. Can you imagine being part of that dinner? It's like, yeah. So then after I did that, I moved over and did this. And what did you do? Well, I just, like trying to out first each other, like, wow.
That's ego, all ego and stupidity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like half the stuff. I don't know. It just astounds me though. And I have to say this. It's how I've always kind of felt about racism in general. How stupid is that? Whoever created us, God, or whoever you believe in, I believe in God, who created us all, and we're all different. If we were supposed to be the same, he would have made us that way, or all that is, or whoever would have made us that way. And yeah. So it just makes no sense to me. It's okay to be different.
No. Exactly. You know what? It's like, I think of it as, okay, you're working at the Red Cross and you've got 5 different units of blood. Mm-hmm. And your job is to identify which one belongs to the white person, which one belongs to the African-American person, which one belongs to the Jewish person, which one belongs to a member of, LGBTQ community. It's all the same. What does it matter? You can't tell the difference by looking at
the color,
at the blood.
That's true.
All right.
Well, let's look at
DOJ.
Yeah, let's look. We're going to look at the January 6th committee, and let's see whether or not they're going to turn over all the transcripts to DOJ and Merrick Garland for the investigations on January 6th. And whatever. Oh, so much stuff wrong.
I'm getting a sense that no, they are not going to turn anything over until after they have submitted their report.
Well,
once they submit the report.
Well, I know that, but it's just like they're talking about withholding some. So I wouldn't know if they're going to hand it all over. They should. I mean, what can they do with it afterwards? Because the Republicans are coming. I mean, of course you hold on to it. You'll have your own copies of everything, but just give them a copy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh yeah. Okay. That's so funny. My reading.
I think initially, they are going to hold something back. They do. They do want to get to the bottom. They do want to get to the truth with the Ace of Swords. They do want to present what they have. But I think that they may be holding something back. But only temporarily. Got the Seven of Wands and 5 Swords. So yeah, and once you've had a chance to kind of think about it, review it, and discuss the best way to use what they have, I think ultimately, yeah, they do. They go to calmer waters and they realize, no, this is how to share that. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, ultimately they do, but
yeah, I hope so. Because I've got the 8 of Pentacles here, so they've been working really hard on this, and so they kind of don't want to let go of everything. It does show a very strong case for them, and they were very successful, and it would really help DOJ. I also got the Chariot, so it is going to move things along. But also, like you, I got the 4 of Pentacles here, so they do kind of want to hold it closely because they have worked so hard on it. Then I clarified, and I got the Ace of Cups. I did get, there's disagreement on the panel as to how much they want to give, but ultimately in the end, I got the Ace of Pentacles too. So there's 2 aces and this in here. So I do think eventually they will. Yeah. So I hope so. So
yeah, well, yeah, they and I could see why they would part of it that they would want to hold back, and that's only because they still sort of want to control the narrative for a little while longer, right? Because once the Republicans are in the House, that's it. I'm sure that they're going to attack every page of that report.
But it also depends on who the speaker is going to be. So there might be a reason why they don't want McCarthy. Just thinking. So because he's the one who wants to do all that. So if he doesn't have the backing and there's somebody who's moderate, that would be good. And maybe they won't touch it and just let it be. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff at play there, but I mean, he doesn't seem to have the support. And it does kind of hinge on who gets to be the Speaker of the House, because it kind of set the tone.
No,
so
exactly. And you would think that by now that they have learned not to, be careful what you say. Don't come out sounding like an idiot. There's consequences to that, right? Like, better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to express an opinion and be proven one, right?
Yeah. So. Oh, I know. So it's a hot mess right now.
It is. So have you got anything coming up over the next little while?
No, I actually don't have a lot of stuff planned. I do have the Sisters of Mystical Tarot on my channel on December 14th. We will be doing some more political readings. And so that's Dragonfly Crystals and Tarot Soul Rider. So they will be
I caught a little bit at the show
Mhm.
yesterday. Wonderful.
Yes. Yes, we have a lot of fun doing that. So,
Yeah, really, really good. Excellent.
yeah.
And I'm going to tomorrow. Val is actually going to be on my show.
Oh, I
And
forgot I
that
do
should
have
be, I'm
something.
looking for. Oh, yeah, go, go, go. What
I'll be
else?
on Adam Stargazing Astrology tomorrow. So sorry.
Oh,
I turned my
oh,
calendar. So
perfect.
yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I have to have things written down. Yeah, I have to have things written down in a couple places, or I get lost. I really do. Yeah. Part of it is I'm a Libra, so I like to live up here a lot, and the other part is, I'm not a spring chicken, so there's only so much room left in the brain for information, and I think I'm almost at the point where something has to leave for something new to come in.
Yeah, I'm
So,
starting to have that problem
but
too.
yeah, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow I'll have Val from Dragonfly Crystal is going to be joining me, and I think that is at p.m. Mountain Time. And then the following Friday, I will be on her channel. Same thing, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So looking forward to that. She's so much fun. She really is. She's just a lot of fun. And then the 7th of December, we're going to go back to having John from MASSALIA Astro Tarot, and we're going to, over the next few weeks, we'll be covering the last 4 signs. Sagittarius, I think Sagittarius, something Aquarius, Pisces. I know Pisces is the last one, and maybe Cancer. Anyway, so that will be on Wednesday the 7th, and then the next one after that is going to be on the 20th, because it's those holidays that, and John was just, it was too much for him to be working part-time 40 hours a week and putting the show together. So we're going to do it every 2 weeks. So that is that. Thank you, Sheilah. Thank you for coming on here. I hope that, you'd be willing to come back again when, hopefully, when my views are done. So, and in the meantime, to those here, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. It really helps with the algorithms on the channel. And don't forget to go over and check out Sheilah's channel, and make sure you subscribe and like and share on her channel as well. And check her out. So thank you. It was wonderful to have you here, and I hope that you'll be
having me. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, everyone. See you later.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.